Good evening everyone, welcome back to your beloved drawback chess speedrun series, where I am still holding tight that perfect 100% win rate even after years of content. I am just too good at this game. Today we are climbing from 5400 to 5500 rating points. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. First game we're playing at 5432, it was supposed to be 5430. But I made it 32 for fun because they are obviously the same. Quicksand, the middle two ranks are quicksand. If one of your pieces ends the turn on the same square in the middle two ranks twice in a row, it can never move again. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. At worst I'll only lose a few pawns due to this. Reveal drawback to opponent. E4. Okay, but since we are playing at an extremely high rating points, our opponent's drawback should most likely be even easier than ours. We can totally expect a counter reveal just for fun here. Didn't happen. The e-pawn won't be able to move next turn if I keep it here. I'll say we'll spend one more move to push it forward. E6. There's nothing I can do about that pawn anymore. D4. C6. Knight f3, bishop h6, bishop d3, b6, h3. h3 is to prepare for g4, g5, kicking up the game's pace in the future. Because at this point I actually have no idea what this guy is trying to do. Heck, it is my drawback that restricts my activity in the center ranks. But look at him. This guy is trying even harder than me to avoid the center ranks himself. What kind of situation is this? I have actually never been more confused in my entire life. Bishop a6. Take. Knight e7. You know what? I have an idea. Queen h6. I'm threatening queen g7 infiltrating his territory, but now there is knight to f5 not only attacking my queen but also conveniently defends the g7 square. I honestly just want to see if he can even play in the center ranks of the board. So he can. Queen back. c5. So now he's starting to play more in the center. But unfortunately the d-pawn is already dead a long time ago. g4. Knight takes d4. Take knight a6. d6. The e-pawn is also dead long time ago. Man, the drawback is really kicking in hard right now. Rook e1. f6. Rook c1. It's fine. I can see he doesn't want to castle his king. There are hopes. F takes c5. I want to go knight b5, which comes with a lot of potential. But after knight a6, not only there is no more threat, but I'll have to retreat my knight immediately to avoid the drawback immobilizing it. So I guess, queen h6. If he sees me moving my queen here, maybe he'll decide to also move his queen out, which allows knight b5 coming with two threats and he won't be able to defend both of them. Worked like a worker. Knight b5. He defends the pawn. Knight c7 check. Honestly, I don't even want to take the rook though. Let's just see how much I can make out of this first. King f7. f4. Knight d7. I have to make the most out of this pawn. This is really bad though. This guy is playing very solidly. Even with his king super exposed, the nerfed center is really getting in the way of my calculations. Knight takes c5. Okay, fine, I have nothing left. We'll simplify. Queen f6. Take, rook f1 check. King g5. Rook c7. Okay, the plan is very obvious. We take his pawns, and don't care about our pawns because there is no practical way for our pawns to safely pass through the center ranks. h6. Rook e7. Knight takes d3. Rook takes c6. Knight f4, rook d6, knight h3, king h2, knight f4, rook d4. Need to avoid the forks though. That's gonna be embarrassing. Knight e2. Rook d5. He doesn't take the pawn. Rook d6. King g5. Aha. How about a draw? Okay, to be clear, I'm not a coward, it's just that I am still having to play with a drawback, and it seems he doesn't have to. So a draw is totally safe here. It will make sure I get that 100% win rate. I'm just simply choosing the most logical choice here. King h4. Rook d6. He refused the repetition. He's also baiting rook f6, blundering a fork. Rook f3 instead. Knight e4. Rook takes g6. Ha! You know what? There may actually be a checkmate here. Rook d8. Rook h3. Checkmate in 1. LOL, should have taken the draw. Second game, let's go. Cowardly? When your opponent captures, you must move backwards. Or lose. Absolutely impossible. Reveal drawback to opponent. e4. Knight c6. Okay, even though there aren't any possible captures right now, of course I should still have some pieces developed so they can move backward when necessary. Knight f3. e5. Bishop b5. Bishop d6. That's kind of a weird move. Knight c3. a6. You know what? It's just come to me, that last week, I got an opponent with a drawback of if your opponent moves a bishop, you have to move a bishop, which kind of fits perfectly with how his bishop move doesn't feel very natural. So I guess, bishop takes c6. If he has to move his bishop now, he won't be able to recapture my bishop. Aha! Exactly. And it's just come to me that even though now I know what his drawback is, I will still lose this game regardless. Maybe he won't capture. Backward is forced. Well, that was absolutely hopeless. But anyway, one win and one loss. It all comes down to this. I have to win this game to get that sweet 100% win rate. Boxing with shadows. When your opponent moves a piece, if you can move to the square they moved from, you must. Absolutely diabolical. Reveal drawback to opponent. e4. Man, I still remember those days when you guys kept making fun of my win rate percentages, but now there is another guy from the US claiming the throne of the king of percentages. Knight a6. Aha. So the point of my drawback is that I should not attack any of my opponent's pieces. For example, now my bishop is attacking his knight, which means next move if he moves his knight to another square, I will be forced to go bishop a6 and blunder a pontiff for free. Therefore, bishop takes a6. What just happened? Your opponent lost due to their drawback. Your opponent's drawback was edgelord. Must have at least as many pieces on the rim as your opponent. Ha! A win by pure luck. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. 2 wins and 1 loss. Drawback chess speed run today. 100% win rate.